Welcome back to EpicAirsoftHD. This week we review the TOKYO MARUI AKS-74U Recoil. This week we're back with another electric rifle, this time in the form of the AKS-74U. This is made by TOKYO MARUI. What makes this separate from every other kind of airsoft gun is one of the first line of recoil AEGs. Inside is the normal gearbox you'd expect to see in any other AEG. The only difference is with this, it has a lead weight system that when you pull the trigger, you get a nice recoil effect. You actually feel it kicks back pretty hard. The gun only shoots at 280 FPS, but again that's not a problem as it's TOKYO MARUI, and anyone that's used one of these will know that the range is phenomenal. It gets pretty close to the M4 that we reviewed in the past. The recoil system in this gun runs off the same battery that runs the gearbox. They work in tune so that every time you pull the trigger it gives a recoil effect. Battery is stored in the front foregrip. It has to be the mini LiPo style, so you're going to have to get yourself a LiPo charger in order to run this gun. A couple of batteries as well, because it does drain the battery quite a bit. Other features of this gun are the metal flash hider. It's a classic AK-74 style. You've got metal front sight, metal rear sight, plastic handguard. This kind of lets the gun down a little bit. I'd expect them to do a wooden grip for this, but it's kind of difficult given that you need to use a LiPo battery and there's not a lot of space in there to begin with. I mean, the wood effect is pretty nice, but it's not perfect. Full metal receiver. It even has the Russian trademarks there, along with the TOKYO MARUI trademark, just above the grip here. The magazine is the plastic brick type. Looks cheap, but in fact the real steel looks exactly the same. It's completely identical. The grip here is also plastic, again like the real gun. And a nice feature with this is it's got the folding rear stock. This cable tie here, it's actually attached to the sling point, so you can get a single point sling in there. You could probably attach something to the front so you can use a 2-point. We've got a cable tie that just lets our sight know that our gun has been chronoed. This canvas stuff here is just a little added extra to give it that kind of authentic look. The stock is full metal. Every week we bench test all our guns that we review. Click here to subscribe, make sure you don't miss them. And for now, let's take this out in the 30-meter range, see how it does. First we're going to use the more common 0.2 gram precision made BB. Now we're going to switch to the 0.25 gram BB. We can't use 0.3s like we used in the MP18 in the previous episode, because the TM standard hop unit and hop rubber won't lift the heavier weight. You saw us do 3 tests on the range this time. That's due to the recoil of the gun. This is the 0.2 gram result, fire on single, then on a full auto burst. As you can see, there's 2 different groups on this. That's due to the different types of recoil. This is semi-automatic and the burst is actually climbing and recoiling up to here. It's a pretty good result for a lot of recoil, but it's actually exhausting the range of our caliper here. It's about 180 millimeters by 150 across. Next up, 0.25 gram BB test. Exactly the same test, 5 single burst and then a full auto burst. Bit more consistency here, but not much difference at all. So due to the recoil, we do a semi-auto only test on a 0.25 gram BB, giving it the best chance possible at getting a decent accuracy. And as you can see here, with my tactical caliper, I actually got 100mm gripping. by 100 mils across. Not too bad for the recoil. As you saw, the AK is not as accurate as the other guns we've reviewed, like the MP18 and the Top Tech M4. That's partly due to the recoil system that Tokyo Marui have added to this. What the recoil system does is adds realism, but it decreases accuracy. So what do you prefer? The increased realism and less accuracy, or the traditional style, more accurate and less realistic? Let us know in the comments box below. If you've enjoyed this review, make sure to check out our previous episodes by clicking on these boxes. If you want to see more of this gun in action, click on this window here, it'll take you to Scout the Doggies channel. A big thanks to Sloth King Steve for letting us borrow this gun. If you want, you can check him and us on Facebook by clicking the links in the description below. We'll see you next week. Dun, dun, dun.